Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. Australia's largest polluters will have to cut their emissions by 30% by 2030. The caps are part of the Albanese government's revamped climate policy and will apply to industrial emitters generating more than 100,000 tonnes of greenhouse gas a year. Greenpeace's Glenn Walker says there are some issues that need to be addressed, though.
We need them to close the loopholes. We need a cap on carbon offsets so companies are actually forced to reduce their emissions. That's what needs to happen over the coming months, and that's going to be the really key test to see whether this climate policy actually works.
The WA Premier says authorities are working overtime to assess the damage from the worst flooding in 100 years across the north of the state. Mark McGowan admits they still don't know how many homes have been lost. The heaviest damage is in the Fitzroy Crossing region. The United States insists it intends to uphold its side of the bargain to provide nuclear-powered submarines to Australia. It comes after revelations two senior US senators warned President Joe Biden against the sale of the subs to Australia because it would jeopardise America's own national security. The US is struggling to produce enough of the vessels to meet its own needs. And Prince Harry didn't get the reception he was hoping for with the release of his memoir, Spare. Only a handful of people lined up for the midnight release of the controversial book in the UK.
I'm excited just to hear about Prince Harry's life from Prince Harry. That's my most excitement.
It has reached number one on Amazon, though. To sport now, Aussie John Millman has made it through to the second round of the Adelaide International 2, beating Spain's Albert Ramos Vinolas in three tight sets. Fellow Aussie Jason Kubler is also through. And in the men's Big Bash, a 20-run win for the Adelaide Strikers over the Melbourne Renegades. For even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, Fleetwood Mac has paid tribute to the late Christine McVie with a service in Malibu. Members Lindsay Buckingham, Mick Fleetwood and Stevie Nicks were all in attendance to pay their respects. She died in November after a brief illness. And Ben Affleck has been seen filming at a Dunkin' Donuts in his native Boston. It's rumoured to be linked to a Superbowl commercial. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.